Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today's video is going to be my July rewind, and I'm going to do it in my new neutral planner, showing you kind of how I would do it. Well, obviously it's probably going to change by the time I actually get to using this planner, because I won't be making this kit anymore. But oh my god, my camera battery's just started dying. But anyways, I know Scribble Prints Co does something similar to this. I think she might include a sidebar. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a similar concept, and just like it's a very minimal monthly kit. You don't have a lot of the top stuff, and I just kind of want to show you how I would use something like this. You'll still be able to grab it in the shop for a couple of weeks, so I figured perfect. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do when it comes to January next year and I'm actually supposed to use this planner. Oh, I just had a massive freak out and thought I was missing half of it, but it's because I folded it this way so it sits a little bit more even. Oh my god, I was like, did I only order the 12-month July to July? Oh, freaked out for a second there. But basically it's just a 2-page kit with like a ton of functional icons, a ton of labels, some strips to mark off time, paydays, bill dues, and some more bigger event quarter boxes, and it's just in a neutral colour scheme, so I figured it would go with this quite well. And you can just kind of use an old, do like an old pen sidebar, just very minimalistic. And I just figured I'd rewind plan July like this so you guys could see it. If you do want to stock up on them, if you want to give them a go, but I do think other shops might have something similar, I'm not too sure, but I figured you guys can grab this for a little while longer. So so let's just get started, shall we? So I guess we should just go straight. It seems really weird to not do the base of it, and like you can even take one of the flags to cover that. And you could even cut this to cover that, or just use like a header, like not a header, like a thing to cover that. So but I'll just be showing you like the events of the month. So basically let's just get started on the first and work our way through. So I'm gonna put in, actually let's have a little look. I'll actually use this one here. So I'm gonna take the little like takeout, you can't even see, but the little takeout icon from a Scribble Prints Co set of icons, and I'm just going to put this in on the first, because to start off on the first I caught up with my friend Ellie, and if you've watched my plan then you know all we really do is get food and sit in her car at the beach. It might pick up in summer, I don't know, but right now it's quite cold. So, and then while I was out with her I got invited out to go out. So when I was done hanging out with her, she dropped me off and we went, and I went because she's underage, and different friend group, there's a lot there, so different friend group she wouldn't have come with anyway, even if she was of age. I didn't really think about the fact that this whole has colour. I might go through in a second, or maybe do I have something? I really didn't think about it. I know what I have. Fox and Cactus to the rescue. Fox and Cactus will always be my #1. Even though I need to place another order with her like now to get her Brisbane Planner Market countdowns again, because girl is not counting down properly. I'm using like little things. What am I looking for? I'm looking for these. And I think I'm just going to use the one with the party popper because she's facing the right way, because I want to put her on this side. And she's like in a neutral-ish colour scheme. Oh my god, I bet you anything. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I have her in Poppy, so I'm going to use that because she's even more neutral. So then I go like this, even though it's not New Year's. Me, this year, I'm like, I cannot wait for New Year's because I will then be 19 and I'm sure I'm gonna have, well, fingers crossed, I'm gonna have a great New Year's this year. And then on the 4th I got my US mail, very fitting with it being Independence Day and all, which I'm gonna cover that straight up. Well, technically the 5th, because Independence Day is in America, so it would technically be the 5th. I don't know, it depends how technical you want to get. So I'm just gonna grab one of the, I've got to have a packing box, yep, in like a grey here. I'm just pulling in like, I'm sure I have one in my kit with all of my icons. I don't even remember. I have the delivery truck, I'm going to use the box. There we go. And then moving on to Saturday. This is going to be probably seem quite boring because it is quite minimal, but I'm trying to showcase a minimal spread. So on the 5th I bleached my hair, which was super like it was really, I was super anxious to do it, but I was like really excited for it as well. And I love the way it turned out. I probably will do it again soon, just because I probably should have left it on longer, and I'll probably do it before I go away. And I'm going to use the one where she's in the little head wrap in the towel, because I think that suits. It's the only one I can kind of think of besides the scissors and the comb, but I didn't cut it. So there's those. And then on the Thursday I got my nails done, so I'm going to do this, and I for sure do not have any nail icons left. Why can I not? I'm not lining it up with the right side, that's why. I'm lining it up with the wrong side. This side here, I'm so ready to get my nails done again, like already. So that's this one, and yeah, I'm for sure out of my Strawberry Prince K ones. So maybe I'll just leave it. I don't really have, I've always just used her icons, and now I've gone through them all, so that's probably not the smartest thing ever. On the 12th it was payday. Put that in, using that, and then I also actually can change my mind. I'm gonna give it something darker. And then I also had, I put in that I basically got paid out for like some public holidays that I hadn't been paid for, which we didn't realise I had to be paid for because it wasn't my normal day of work. That's a whole big thing. You can watch like probably one of my spreads and I talk about it a little bit more. So I was just going to use a little money icon, very minimal. I did bring out some characters, I will be using some characters, but I'm trying to keep it like mostly minimal because that's kind of the point. And then I had something on the 13th, but then it was kind of like moved, like something happened on Friday which basically vetoed what happened on Thursday, like what I had marked down. So I'm going to put on Friday, I'm going to put two different things. I'm going to put the darker one on the bottom, which was finding out that I only actually had to wait about 3 months to get my license, instead of it was 5 months till I could get my license the day before. So I'm now like 9 weeks out and I'm so excited. So then on this day I put that I had dinner with Ellie and we actually went to a restaurant. Like, how classy are we? Can we just talk about that for a second? Which I know I have an icon for that. I have the little like clinking glasses icon, and then I'll use the little date calendar one on this one here. And then on the 15th I got nothing. On the 16th, nothing in my actual planner, but I did a couple things that I wanted to put in there, which I won't worry. I put that where I went to the markets, but I really just walked and bought some plants and walked back. So I'm going to put in that do I have anything else that's like big? Or do I want to... yeah, we'll just leave this like so. Oh, again, lining it up with the wrong side. This is going to take some getting used to, but this is like months away for me. Who's in their new Erin Condren yet? Let me know. Are you liking it? Are you loving it? I might actually, let's actually use a flag. Oh my god, let's use a flag, guys. I'm a crazy person. How am I lining this up? I guess I'll line it up this way so that it actually can line up. Sorry, I'm flipping the planner. I never usually flip the planner, but this is like a very awkward thing right now. That's crooked. There we go. And then I'm going to use this one, and I think I'm just going to use a little munchkin that's like standing there holding a bunch of stuff, because I booked my hotel and my flights for my Queensland trip in September, and I'm super excited. So the 26th, let's just put this payday down because it's on my hand. I don't want it on my hand anymore. So we'll just stick that in. So that's that, which I'm super excited about. And then a flash forward, and because on this day I got shellac done on my nails, so it was 2 weeks later when I went and got acrylics done. Which, I put this on crooked again. Sorry, I'm going to flip the planner. I apologise. So, and then I think I've been back once since to get my acrylics done again, and I'm going back again tomorrow? No, 2 days from now. Calm down, Claudia, it's only Tuesday. So there's that, which I'm just going to leave those blank. And then flash forward to Saturday, which, whew, super excited about this day, like for reals. So we're on to the next. I've gone through this bunch of labels. So we're on to this bunch. So I think I'm going to go with just like straight black, so I might do the like lighter, one of the lighter greys here. For this is for Raven's home, so I'm going to put a little TV. Did I use the TV in this kit? Do I have a TV in my other kits? Okay, so I put down a little house icon to mark Raven's home because I don't have a TV one in the right colour. And then I'm going to put this movie marquee down to mark Descendants 2. And I probably should have centered that a bit better, but whatever. I might put a sticker down. I should have bought the Once More with Love Villains stickers. Not that I would have them now anyway. I would have only purchased them like 3 days ago. But what I did have was, none of them really go with the spread though. I think I used Sleeping Beauty, which kind of worked, but the movie is more about villains. So it was like Maleficent and blah blah blah. No, yeah. That was Descendants 2, which I loved. You can watch all my plan on these from those kind of weeks where I like completely go nuts over those movies. So moving on to the 24th, which is not big enough for the events that happen that day. So I'm just not going to put a label, because a label I feel like makes it look smaller. So I'm going to just use the like munchkins and stuff I brought out for it. So I brought out the Happy Munchkins. If you didn't know, today's the day, the 24th is the day I got a car. So I'm just going to use one of the Scribbler girls in here like so. And I might just do that. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. And then on the 30th, I'm just going to do it because it's over here and we're down here. I'm going to grab a black one because there's a lot of grey in this area. I'm going to try and line this up without flipping the planner. Still recording. And that was a driving day, so I'm going to put in this little, so I think I have a car sticker, but I'm going to put in this little one from the Coffee Monsters Co. printable like thing that I've had for ages. I used these way back when, and I just figured that one works. Even though I don't really drive that kind of car anymore. I did drive a car similar to that at one point. And then on the 28th, I hang out with Ellie again. We had like we went to what used to be the club. It was kind of like a restaurant until a certain point of night, and then it turned into like a club of sorts. But now it's not. They've like closing at like 10:30, and so we just went there to eat, which I don't know what I'm gonna, maybe just use the same icon again, and then I'll use, there's that, and then I also had like some sort of, which I will use as well, which we didn't see anything in like 3D. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and use this one here, because we had a little movie night at mine, which was like super fun. She loves our chairs, which my mum loved, which sounds so stupid, but we have like fancy chairs. And then I lifted that up because I'm going to put in this little label for, which can work both as well, because we watched a movie then, but I was going to put in pizza because we had, I'm going to use the one, oh I used that in my life. I'm just going to use this one standing there holding the box, because we had like a little pizza night. I also went and purchased some stuff for my car, but do I want to mark that? I kind of want to mark that. Do I want to mark that? Nah. Nice and simple, which I'm going to pause and fill this out, and then I will be right back to show you. There's a very minimal monthly rewind. So this is the finished spread. It, like I said, it kind of looks really dull, but the actual point of this was for like pre-planning and like just putting plans down without it being super decorative if you really are really minimal. And I love that I did a bit of like my lettering on this. Like it's not too, but it's getting better. My like capital stuff is getting better with like the colour, like the thicker bit, but it's just my script that's really bad, because I never learned script writing as a kid, so that's going to take me time. But I love it. I actually really like the way this turned out. I think it actually looks really nice and cool. So yeah, and then you can obviously like do this and like pull in bits of blue to pull in the colour if you don't want to cover it up, but this is just that. Like I said, this will be available in my shop for a little while longer. I might try and have some at the planner markets, so if you've seen this you can pick it up. But like I said, I think Scribble Prints Co does something similar. It might have a little bit more to it, but I think there's something similar. But I really actually like this, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!